something like that. So it's like, you know, the development of their like child. It's about child development as in education, as we touched a topic on teachers doing this. They're responsible in some instance because of they, as teachers,
this kidnapping thing serves as some sort of revenge for sleeping with that kid.
I mean,
because you meet me, you act like everything is fine.
Yeah.
And then the things that you're saying I did to other people, you are not discussing them with me. But then we are friends.
Yeah.
Why can't we discuss them and solve it?
Yeah.
And I feel like we have to discuss it with people from outside. Hey, what up, it's your boy, the SK, the host of the Hustle Plug podcast, and I'm with
your boy KB, aka Amber Broski, and welcome back to the Hustle Plug podcast, guys. And thank you for tuning in to our second episode, guys. Yay!
Yay! Okay, yeah, boy.
Sure.
I'm bringing out a about the last episode.
Sure, bro. Yeah.
People were like, that's a fake laugh that you were doing there.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was laughing for her and fun.
Nah,
someone who said
that's
that laugh was fake. What do you feel like that was fake?
No, not really. Like, you know, if ever you laugh, bro, you know, you understand.
Yeah, I was laughing on something that was funny for me. It's just that it was not funny for them, but then for me it was funny, and I was laughing at it. So I don't understand why she saying
sure.
It's fake, it's a fake laugh. What is it, bro?
Nah,
Oopsie.
No, sure, bro. I was just switching off this like.
Okay, yeah.
On the other side. Sure.
It's a new week. And
Uh,
then what do you have for us this week?
I mean, bro, a lot has been going on, bro. I mean, have you seen South Africa, bro? In the football side, bro. Like, yo, bro.
Yeah,
And
really,
the thing has been going
it's
crazy.
the best
bro.
country in the
I
world.
mean, you just won against the Nigeria, though. You know? And not only that, bro. And we won also against the Lesotho, bro.
Yeah.
Last week, bro. So it was such an awesome thing that we have done for the past 2 weeks of football that have been happening out here, especially on the South African team, bro. I don't know that you get that in some instance. So like that what has been going on, and I'm sure many people have been benefiting into, like, you know, speculating on this like soccer team thing of, like, you know.
So when during these matches, were you pushing any hustle?
Definitely, bro. I mean,
Did you bet?
I know, I don't bet, bro.
That's what I meant about you. Were you pushing any hustle? I was like, did you bet for the matches now?
No,
So you
yeah.
were pushing another
The thing
side
that
hustle.
I was helping on this fund, or like, you know, there was this fund, like someone who knows how to bet and everything like that. So he did this fund and everything. And
Which fund do you buy?
And that fund, bro, we're like, hey, okay, cool, bro. So
Trading or what?
no, not really. It's just like a small fund. So and then I helped. I'm not part of it.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah, it's so cool to just contribute analysis of a football share.
Yeah.
But South African, you know, that was an obvious share.
Yeah, now in Ghana, for the past week in Ghana, I've seen ish had breaking news in Ghana. Like now, I feel like this month was made for teachers. Like in Ghana, there's a teacher who got kidnapped.
Sure, bro.
But then while I was reading that, I ended up seeing another thing saying there's teachers who are sleeping with students.
Yo, bro, that's a hard one, though. Hey, like this teachers, bro.
Like now, like they're doing bullshit, man.
Definitely,
That shit. You're meant to be the parent of that kid, but when you're sleeping with it.
Shit, bro. I mean, like, I'm sorry, but the thing is that this is a world whereby we see men going out into pornography, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and it tend to victimize people, to tend to do certain things that, bro, you know, it's out of their own control, something like that. But that's crazy, like, for you to just do that, you know.
Yeah.
It's just an addiction to particular disease. Like, we can Maybe it's like, you know,
like I don't know. I don't understand someone who's old enough to be your father or your mother and end up sleeping with you, Mfana. How do you look at your kid at home when knowing that you slept with another kid who's almost their age?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make sense too, because of like, how are you even supposed to maintain the relationship in the family or anything like that because of such actions, bro?
No, is it your wife?
Which one?
Maybe inside one.
You know, sometimes it's not about that. Sometimes it's like, you know what? Hey, bro. Some guys don't get it. Like,
why?
You know, like literally because of like they're not looking out, or maybe they're unable to get it because like, you know, how they are and how they present. It's different. But then besides that, bro, I mean, like, there are a lot of factors that contributing to that. We can say like maybe the guy doesn't know how to share
it's running us you can cut for someone for more like a year.
You, bro,
in control.
Hey, dog, you know. But then it helps. I mean, like, to be quite honest, talk about Guava, bro.
So then, I don't understand this thing, I'm failing to understand it. Like, I had the sympathy for the teacher who got kidnapped.
Yeah.
After seeing the story of like teachers sleeping with for the teacher who got kidnapped.
Yeah.
After seeing the story of like teachers sleeping with another learners, I was like, maybe this kidnapping thing serves as some sort of revenge for sleeping with that kid.
I mean,
because there are so many things factors that contribute to kidnapping. Kidnapping maybe is for fun benefits. For instance, sometimes it's revenge. You'll never know the cause of kidnapping.
Yeah, definitely, because of, you know, you never knew what happened, but then eventually something has to happen for that to lead to that side.
Yeah.
A person to actually acknowledge you or see you as like someone who can be kidnapped easily and everything like that, be like their target. You know, they see a potential that like, bro, they can like manipulate you in some extent. Maybe, but you did something to try to trigger them to do that.
Yeah.
That could be also the problem. But then it depends as like humans, you know, and as humans we have different developmental aspects around us, and it's quite differentiated though.
I get you, bro. I get you. And what do you have for us this week? What do you have for us?
I mean, like, bro, I've been actually looking out to this issue whereby, like, as South Africa, we are on the US watch list, you know, bro.
Yeah.
We see our South African boy, Elon, you know, basically spreading out false accusations about our country. I mean, to be quite honest, bro, like, most of white people just go out to show out, like, guys, South Africa is like one of the countries they'll forever want to be part of.
Yeah.
And they'll forever want to be in, bro. Get it?
Yeah.
So, and there's this false narrative of false genocide going on, and because of he got the public attention of around like millions, bro. Like, he can post a post within 5 hours, bro. He can reach around 50 million views.
Yeah.
So you can see that person got hold like a huge like.
Okay, he's using the support that he gets from the public to change the name of South Africa, whereas he was born here. How could you prefer to talk about bad things about where you were born? Like,
beside, okay.
Like, that's your home. Even though you live in the States, but then let's say it's your home.
Let's be fair, bro. Yeah. He's white, we black, bro. We come from struggle, we trying to come up to life, we trying to like be one thing, bro. And then the thing is, what happening is that like, we all have to find our means of understanding each other, because they are whites, they got the white privilege to say that, like, bro, like, you know, they don't know the struggle that we went through.
Yeah.
In the hoods, the township, that township, it's more advanced than our township, bro. Yeah. Our township, bro, it's one of the township you'll find us, bro, chilling at Makule and anything like that. You know, to call a joke, that's so go.
Okay, yeah.
Andrea
Oh, like, I agree.
So that's the whole thing. And what we also tend to do is like on their own town, like it's just like, you know, everyone is focused. There's no one get intimidated to do something for yourself. Getting home, like be practical.
Yeah.
You see your neighbor on TV, it influences you to even like push out.
Yeah.
You know, if like that. So it's like, you know, the development of their like child. It's about child development, as in education, as we touched a topic on teachers doing this. They're responsible in some instance because of they, as teachers, we are trained to actually, understand different aspects of human development and how can we develop a well-developed learner, like who's gonna be likely to be exposed to opportunities, and how to, like, you know, just treat everyone naturally and let everyone explore whatever they do. But in differences, you find that people do what got different interest in different things.
Okay, I get you, bro.
Sure,
but then I find like things happening here in SA. Some of them are like, you'll be like, I wish I lived in another country. Maybe it's better.
No, you don't wish. South Africa is a very good country. I don't want to lie, bro. You know this.
But then things that's happening, boy, like
South Africa.
I've been even. Have you seen like, even if like after I saw this video on TikTok, there's this, like, he's an old man to allegedly he got arrested for what he didn't do. They say he raped someone, and I feel like our justice system is failing us as South Africans, because if a woman goes to the police station and says you raped her, even though you didn't sleep with her, they believe her.
Yeah.
When I go to the police station and report, okay, she raped me, they start laughing at you, they don't believe you.
I mean,
like, our justice system is failing us.
Definitely it is, and then we have always been living on that narrative.
Yeah.
That like when you're a man, you go to a police station, they don't help you with that thing. But then sometimes it comes out with our own responsibilities as ourselves, bro. You know.
Yeah.
We also have to learn to develop ourselves, bro. You know, bro. Like, we are not yet developed like the way we wanna be developed. But then what I can say is that, bro, like, let's build the craft that is within us.
Yeah.
Let's awaken what is within us and realize that, bro, you only have to teach yourself the right things. Since no one will want to teach you the right things.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, like,
and
that's because if you don't have to work for yourself, there's no one who's going to work for you.
You get it.
You are the one to make yourself what you want to be. There's no one who's going to make you become what you want to be.
Lack of, like, you know, attempting to such things put us to a situation like that where you find which, like, you do illiterate things, like things that are like, and like you knew that you had control over it for it not to happen.
Yeah.
But then you were just lazy to actually maybe like some influence just pushed you, you know, towards that thing for you to be able to. Nah, man, I can like not do that and like be cool with this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand. I get you. And then, like, I feel like being failed by our justice system makes us as men be seen as animals, because sometimes you feel like, I'm not going to report this being raped by this woman to the police because they are going to laugh at me. And then you end up doing something bad. Maybe you end up beating them, and then now you get arrested for gender-based violence.
That's another thing.
And like, they have to look at the factors that may cause, like, some of the things are not, you can't do anything without any reason. Like, there's a reason why you're doing something. Yeah, so like, I feel like our justice system has to pull up their socks, do better.
Definitely, they have to do something, but the thing is that, like, we keep on saying they have to. Why are we not being the solution to it?
But then
what we have to do as,
let me tell you, as citizens, we don't have influence to the justice system. Even if we can strike or do anything, like, there's nothing that's going to change, because there are people who have control over these things. They are the ones who have to look at these factors and be like, we have to change. Because as you are, you think, can you change that way?
I mean, bro, the only thing to do is that we must start to be dedicated to actually build our country and not focus on like, you know, the benefits of the building now. As the generation of now, if we decide to actually invest ourselves into the building, the restructuring of our country, in like the benefits that will come for our generation, bro, it will be like massive to the point whereby like we are hugely competent. Already as South Africa, we are competent. Hence, we are on the watch list of the United States.
Yeah.
You know, that shows that you, bro, you one of the hella developing countries in Africa. You know, in every aspect, South Africa, you know about that.
Yeah.
So it's in within us to take control. How do we do that? work into like things that you see that they work and they're gonna benefit you, and things that don't work anymore, bro. I mean, they don't.
But then now,
get to
you know what?
understand that
But then now, I feel like social media is helping us have influence on what's happening in South Africa. Because like something can happen now, and then if it gets too much support in social media, then that's when it gets attention. Like for example, there was Big Brother. Yeah. Oh, have you seen in every TikTok video, people were like, vote for Sweet Guluva, vote for Sweet Guluva, vote for Sweet Guluva. And like me, that gave me a thing of Fetu. No matter, Sweet Guluva is taking the 2 million. And he ended up taking the 2 million because of the support he got from social media. So, social media has a lot of influence. As I may say, has a lot of influence on what's happening in SA. Because that's where we can be diversified and become one. No matter your place or what, but then in social media we are one, and then we have more influence than in person.
Yeah, you're right, bro. Social media is one of those commentary platforms where you get to be yourself, but they restrict you. There's some that got free speech, some don't have free speech. Like Twitter you can say whatever you want, but then Facebook is certain to say such words and not in such a way that it will affect another person. Otherwise, you'll be blocked.
Yeah. But then, like, when you're saying that, sometimes some people say bad things to you. They don't think how you feel. But then when it's your turn to write bad things about them, when you think for their feelings, don't you think you are being unfair to yourself about doing that?
The thing is that, bro, you are living in a life where you're not alone. You are with people.
Yeah.
People who will ever have commentary about you, it's out of your control. You know that.
Yeah.
You can't control what people say about you.
Yeah, you can't control that.
All you have to do control what
because
people
that's their opinion, or that's how they feel about you.
Yeah. But the most important part, it's how do you receive their
opinions, yeah.
And how do you align them with your reality, your life, what you're working on.
How do you Chester? Who's feeling my
Yo, bro, yeah, you don't want to
yeah, Chester.
So probably and stuff like that, dog.
Yeah.
So it's within us.
Yeah, get you. So yeah, what do you have for this game this week? What again do you have?
I mean, like, for now, let me give you a platform to tell me what else you have for us.
Okay, like I'm been thinking, this is what I'm thinking, and someone told me like, no, this is right. Like, how do you feel about someone learning from someone's mistakes?
You know,
that's what
I don't know, bro. You know, but I'm gonna be real. This is the hard reals, the hard truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can learn mistakes. We know so many mistakes can happen. But without experience, it's like we are not so sure that it's that mistake for you. And sometimes that limits us to actually experience certain level of risk, bro. You know, what if that's where you're gonna blow up, bro? And
because like, boy,
that's where your
there doesn't like
edges at.
There doesn't feel like you don't have to learn from other people's mistakes. It's like, because you can get your mistake, for me is not a mistake.
Yeah.
That's why like it's important to learn from your mistakes. I feel like doing your own mistakes gives you and having that experience, because like you will see like someone had a bad experience, but you don't know if when you might have a good experience, and that thing for you is good. It's not a mistake, if I may say.
Yeah. You know, yeah. The thing is that like we perceive things differently.
Yeah.
I may do something that may hurt you, but intentionally I wasn't like hurting you. I was just like randomly saying it. But invest like it just hurt you because like you just sensitive.
Okay, yeah.
To situations
and I
and
feel like
stuff like that.
to be sensitive makes you be like you want to be treated as a spoiled person. Because like when we are talking to you, we have to choose words. Whereas when you talk to us, you talk to us like, you know, somehow you want. Like if you tell us shit, you tell us shit.
That's the meta social media. By that I mean like your Facebook, your Instagram and everything. But X, Twitter, which is like now known as X.
Yeah.
It's free speech.
Yeah,
you don't fucking care what you can say. Just say what you wanna do.
But then go to TikTok and post something that says like this. That has.
We got YouTube. Go say whatever you wanna say. We got YouTube, bro. In terms like we are at YouTube. We are saying what we wanna say because they don't allow us to say it into their platforms and what to say.
Yeah.
Into like.
But I feel like content is content.
It is.
No matter what you say, content is content.
And not everyone will get to love your content. Well, then the people who relate with your content.
Yeah.
It's for them to fuck with you. But then, you know, for now, like, but let's keep on doing what we do.
And again, bruh, there's something that.
Yeah.
Friendships, in fact. Friendships.
What friendship does?
Friendships, bruh.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there are fake friendships out there.
Yeah, bro.
Like, boy, we are gossiping about each other as friends.
Yeah.
Like, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
That's like people have their own different perceptions.
Let me cook.
To you. Cook. Okay.
Like,
here's the pot.
You feel like
okay.
So then, like, we are friends in that way. We are friends, and then like something happens. Maybe it's because of me. I did something. But then for me, I was right about that.
Okay.
I was right. And then there is me to other people saying, people like see like we were close. We were very, very, very close. And now,
sure, bro.
Like, we don't have that bond as much.
And
then like people ask for, like, see, what's going on between Wena and KP? And I'll be like, no, that bra fucked up big time.
Yeah.
He did this and that. And then people end up believing you without asking me my side of the story.
Oh yeah.
And whereas you are the one, and then when you meet me, you act like everything is fine.
Yeah.
And then the things that you're saying I did to other people, you are not discussing them with me. But then we are friends.
Yeah.
Why can't we discuss that and solve it?
Yeah.
And I feel like we have to discuss it with people from outside.
It's when like the friendship doesn't have a platform of that. Like let me tell you something. Like you get into a friendship with someone, it takes a lot.
Yeah.
And you need to determine your friendship you are in with. And try to see, does your friendship benefit you in some sort of a way? If not, I mean, you're not gonna fuck with it. And one of the points is that like somewhere where point you want to use, you know, your own share and to just try to get away with it, and some like things that like you just described, and you wanna run away with it. And like you'll run away with it because you've got nothing to lose. I mean, like so far, bro, you know. Just maybe it's one of your toxic traits that as a person you need to deal with.
But then, boy, I feel like we are friends,
Mm-hmm.
And then when we are friends, we have to be open to each other. Like, be open.
Yeah.
Be open. Because we are friends, we can discuss everything together.
But being open, sometimes there's like, I'm like, hey bro, you know what? I don't trust friends.
You don't trust them. It means you don't trust them.
Look, I can trust you, but we've got boundaries.
Okay.
There's a
Like,
boundary where
okay,
I
like,
can't trust you in some certain
With
things.
certain things.
Like, you know, so, but then I can trust you with so many things.
Like the one you didn't want to show me.
Bro, I can just trust you with so many things. I've trusted you with my many things, you know about that. Let's not mention that, but like, yeah. What so far you trust me shows that that's a lot, bro. That's too much personal. But then beside, there are certain deep shit that I can just trust you with, you know. So still on a shit, because like, bro, you know, you got your own traits. What if you are that type of friend? Because I want to know when you were with me.
I'm saying this.
Yeah,
I
won't know. So hence I'm saying it's like, yeah, bro. Sometimes you just like, you know, see a person with you, it's trying to analyze your life. And that's why you can like try to use those toxic traits to see which like, oh, people actually want to know what's going on into our life. Let's give them false narrative of saying, man, bitch up, that guy, bitch up. Then you give them a false narrative, and you see it's like, oh, this false narrative is going out there, and like that it's affecting them, you know. And when it turns out, you know, and you'll be like, you know what, people are really crazy. They really want to know what's going on in other people's life. Are they really not thinking of what is going on into their life to craft whatever they can?
Yeah.
That's one of the things.
And I feel like you don't have to laugh at other people's problems, because when they come to you, may come two times their problems, because like these things happens to us all. There's no one who's perfect. There's no one who doesn't have. And then we all have that friendship that's like that.
Yeah, we all do.
We all do, like, even though maybe we haven't experienced it yet, but then
we don't know.
But then it might happen.
What if it might happen? I'm going to put a gun on you. You know, but I don't have
but then I'm going to tell you shit straight to your eyes.
But like, it's best like we talk about it if ever the situation like that.
Now I don't think
some of the things, you know, people can't understand one thing. There's some insights that they are into friendships. Maybe our bonds used to be good when we were closer together.
Yeah. Now we are far apart.
Now we are far apart, and like the distance.
Increasing the rift between us.
And that used to keep us. It's no longer in fully that, you know. And now it's like, oh, but we are friends, bro. It's just that like, I see you when like, you know, we are at the common event or somewhere like that. You know? And it becomes weird when like that, because of, yo, bro, sometimes transportation, many things, you know about that. Let's not mention that, but like, what so far you trust me shows that that's a lot, bro. That's too much personal. But then beside, there are certain deep shit that I can just trust you with, you know. So still on a shit, because like, bro, you know, you got your own traits. What if you are that type of friend? Because I want to know when you were with me.
I'm saying this.
I won't know. So hence I'm saying it's like, bro. Sometimes you just like, you know, see a person with you, it's trying to analyze your life. And that's why you can like try to use those toxic traits to see which like, oh, people actually want to know what's going on into our life. Let's give them false narrative of saying, man, bitch up, that guy, bitch up. Then you give them a false narrative, and you see it's like, oh, this false narrative is going out there, and like that it's affecting them, you know. And when it turns out, you know, and you'll be like, you know what, people are really crazy. They really want to know what's going on in other people's life. Are they really not thinking of what is going on into their life to craft whatever they can? That's one of the things.
And I feel like you don't have to laugh at other people's problems, because when they come to you, may come two times their problems, because like these things happens to us all. There's no one who's perfect. There's no one who doesn't have. And then we all have that friendship that's like that.
Yeah, we all do.
We all do, like, even though maybe we haven't experienced it yet, but then
we don't know.
But then it might happen.
What if it might happen? I'm going to put a gun on you. You know, but I don't have.
But then I'm going to tell you shit straight to your eyes.
But like, it's best like we talk about it if ever the situation like that.
Now I don't think
some of the things, you know, people can't understand one thing. There's some insights that they are into friendships. Maybe our bonds used to be good when we were closer together.
Now we are far apart.
Now we are far apart, and like the distance.
Increasing the rift between us.
that used to keep us. It's no longer in fully there, you know. And now it's like, oh, but we are friends, bro. It's just that, like, I see you when, like, you know, we are at the common event or somewhere like that, you know. And it becomes weird when, like, because of, yo, bro, sometimes transportation is quite expensive. It's serious, because of, you know, you don't, in serious economy, bro, you don't want to, like, be spending on money that you don't have. You don't have it, bro. So
Yeah,
you have
but
to.
we don't have it.
And come on, taxi here, you be like, yo, bro, it's risky.
Oh, but when you think about taxi, like taxis in Bali, yeah, you can feel like, oh, Cape Town is not safe. That's such as people think it is. Like, here is not safe.
But then,
Even going on a taxi, even using an Uber, it's not safe. Like, there's
there are a lot of
nothing
foreigners.
that's safe here.
To say about that, there are a lot of foreigners.
But then you find that when you're saying a lot of foreigners, I don't believe it's foreigners who are causing this. It's
No.
not them.
Yeah, one thing
And
about
the people who
foreigners,
are from South
they're
Africa,
hustling.
they are the ones.
Foreigners are hustling.
Yeah, they are hustling. Find like, look here. If you
They're hustling.
check here, Cape Town, a lot of foreigners are working more than South Africans.
And you know what?
Because they know, there's no one who's going to work for you if you don't work for yourself. Like, they understand the concept of working for yourself and making money for yourself. Like, they are hustling, bro.
Definitely.
They are hustling. And then there are some hustlers who are hustling with us. Like, in fact, why are you hustling with my things? Those are my things.
Bro,
But now you are hustling
crazy.
with me.
That's
I'm your
crazy.
hustle now.
You know, that's really crazy. But one thing to say about hustlers that are foreigners is that, bro, they got it all. Because in such a way, they do odd jobs that pays much.
Yeah.
And then they use their own assets to generate their own profits. They are doing what they call it. It's like, you know, when you have a personal brand, bro.
Yeah.
You do all means to represent your brand in a way more like, bro, you know what? I got it. Like nobody got it. And you're gonna do that. And they do that.
Even when you use an Uber, if you are aware, like,
You
a
know-
lot of Ubers here are driven by foreigners.
They
Like,
took a
people
risk
come from outside.
around 2 o'clock.
Yeah, they take the risk, like they don't care. Like,
Oh.
I was using this Uber, and then the Uber driver was like, "Where do you come from?" And I told him, "Oh, I come from the Free State." And he was like, "You know what? People here in Cape Town, like, they are fighting us as Uber drivers, saying we took their jobs, whereas we didn't. I am the one who went to Uber, used my car for an Uber." And I was like, you know what? I don't believe that foreigners are taking South Africans' jobs. It's just that South Africans are lazy to look for jobs. Like, Mfana, if you understand the concept of unemployment and of being unemployed, unemployment means you don't have a work, but then you are actively looking for a work, for a job. Ne? So if you don't have a job and then you're sitting down, you're doing nothing, you think like there's someone who's going to knock at your door and say, "Here's a work. I've got a job for you." You're feeling bullshit.
Now we work for ourselves.
You're feeling
Like
bullshit.
sell your project delivery. For me to say in simple terms is that, like, something that you can do in a daily manner to improve your life. Yeah, that's it. So what do you say? And what,
Okay,
what
now
do you
my
say?
advice to all hustlers out there is that you can get up now, start prioritizing your hustle. Ne? Work on your hustle.
Yeah.
Go work out. One day is one day. You're going to work out. Work out your hustle. If you think this hustle is the one that's going to make you reach your goals, ne?
Yeah, definitely.
Prioritize your hustle. Work on it.
Sure.
Put more effort in your hustle, and then you'll see everything else will follow, and then you know God helps those who helps themselves. So yeah, just work on your hustle, stand up from where you are sitting, like prioritize your hustle.
Yeah, push your own shit.
Don't feel small about your hustle, because if you start feeling small and thinking small about it, everyone is going to feel the same way you are feeling about it.
Definitely.
So if you feel like this is a big thing, everyone will see like it's a big thing. So yeah, believe in yourself. the hustle,
So,
you can do that.
So yeah, man, guys, thank you for tuning in to our episode, and it was nice to have you out. And if you have made it so far, please subscribe, like, and share it to another person, and get tuned in for our next coming episode. As we go with this episode, we will ensure that we bring you interviews, we bring you shows, different shows, our best insight that we can bring to you.
Yeah,
so, what you
we're
say?
dropping every week Sunday. Each episode is dropping, so yeah, watch us on YouTube, you know. So
Yeah, guys.
and then like before, man, we
Help us to grow,
close the
like,
show.
we do see the comments, but I don't know why bro didn't you just go back to the comment and like respond to like what people say there.
Okay, yeah, like, and I was like, man, there's this comment, man. This
Yeah.
guy called me by my name straight.
Like, what didn't you like react to the comment?
Okay, I'll react to the comments.
Bro, you need to like.
I will,
show
man,
like,
I will.
you see them out there. I mean,
I
like,
will.
Yeah, because like you
and
see
then
them,
we
bro,
think.
you need to.
I'm
you
grateful
need to
for
love
the
them.
support we're getting. I'm
Yeah.
grateful for it. Even though the first episode wasn't that perfect, the sound was killing us. Like, guys,
Funny
with
enough-
our equipment.
Funny enough, we found
us.
a very. Actually, that day we shoot I think 3 takes.
Yeah.
And we took out a tape that was like
That was perfect.
I don't know, why did you just do that, bro? Later
Like,
on,
we had
you find a perfect shoot,
late,
bro.
and
You
a week
know,
later, already we had dropped the first episode, and I was like, bruh, this is the best
And
intro
there's nothing
thing.
you
It's
could
just
have
that the
done.
sounds from the mics was the one that had a problem.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the sounds was the problem, but then
Yeah,
like the
it
episode
was
was
dope.
dope. Even the energy I
Yeah.
was giving, like.
But then like
But then like, yeah, it is what
whatever,
it is.
everything is out around. But then you know, as time goes, we have learned
Yeah.
our mistakes to say, you know what?
Upgrading will help us, like, yeah, your support will help us be the podcast we want, the podcasters we want to be.
When you watch
So, yeah,
this,
when you watch this,
like this,
comment,
subscribe,
and
As you're
share it
watching,
to your friends.
but
Like,
you're not
guys,
subscribing. No.
we said watch this with your families, guys. Like, bring up the number.